Hey guys, so for today's video I wanted to do something that I kind of thought up of myself, and I thought, you know what, I've never done one of these. I've seen a couple other people do them on their channel, so I was like, maybe you guys are interested to see it. Well, I don't even know what I'm saying. To see this video on my channel. I figured you guys would be, because I'm a foundation junkie and I use so many different foundations, and I get so many questions from you guys on which one's better, which is which, what should you get, this, that, so many just different questions, because it probably confuses you guys. Like, one minute I love Giorgio Armani, the next minute I love Becca, the next minute I love Estee Lauder, you know what I mean? So I'm a little crazy with foundations. I'm actually going to talk about every single high-end foundation that I own and talk about each of them. Now, every foundation in this video I love, just because any foundation, high-end foundation that I've bought before, I've returned back at Sephora, because that's the good thing about high-end products. If I buy them at Sephora, I can just return or exchange. Whereas drugstore products, I can't do that. In Canada, we don't, like, drugstores don't accept exchange or returns. Now, I do want to do foundation reviews high-end and then foundation reviews drugstore. So I think next week, if you guys like this video, like, I don't know if you guys are really going to feel this video and like it that much, but if you do, please give me a like, thumbs up. I will be checking this video. Like, I'm not just saying this because it helps my channel, but I'm saying this because it's just an easy way for me to look back and see, okay, they liked this video, they want another one. Please like, thumbs up this video if you want me to do my drugstore foundations. In my drugstore foundation collection, I do have some that I don't really like too much, but I still keep them because I can't return them, right? Whereas in this video, I love everything, but I'm still going to talk about, like, each and every single one, what it's good for, what it does, and blah, blah, blah. Now, I also want to mention, last week on my website, I did post a blog post of all of my high-end foundations, and I swatched every single one. I didn't review every single one. It was strictly just a foundation swatch post, because I know a lot of the times when finding foundation shades online, I always rely on Google websites and blogs and everything like that to have really quality swatches and posts like that. So I did swatch every single foundation, high-end foundation that I own on my website. So if you're interested in checking out the swatches of the different shades because you want to know if they would match you, then I will leave a link to my website right here, and then I also will leave a link down below for you guys. I will be this week posting my drugstore swatches on my blog, and then next week I'll have the drugstore video foundations review. Let's go ahead and get started. The first thing I'm going to start out with, let's just start off with MAC foundations, because I have two different MAC foundations here. MAC foundation, I've mentioned this way, like, long before on my channel. When I first started wearing makeup, MAC foundation was the first foundation I ever wore. Funny enough, because it's actually one of the most cakey foundations, but it was the first foundation I ever wore. So maybe that's why nowadays I actually kind of like cakey foundation. I don't know, maybe I'm just crazy. But anyways, I actually have the MAC Studio Fix Fluid in the shade NW20. It is too light for me right now. It does not match my skin tone. Right now I'm about an NC35. But this foundation I absolutely love. It does not come with the pump. I bought it separately, but it's just so good. Like, it gives you a matte finish, but it's not quite as matte and cakey as, like, other ones that I'll show you. Like, it's not moussey. It still is a liquid formula, so it still moves around a little bit, and not moves around like on your face throughout the day, but I mean, it's different type of texture. It's just really nice. It gives you that full coverage, like, porcelain doll look, and I just love it. I can't get enough. You'll see I have a lot of full coverage foundations, because for me, if I'm going to wear makeup, I just want to be flawless, you know? So I love this foundation, and I have it in the shade NW20 and NW13, but I mixed the 13 and the 15, so I didn't swatch this one on my review because I didn't want it to be a bad swatch. You know what I mean? So ignore this shade, but I love these two. And I do want to mention, I know a lot of people do break out with MAC foundation, so if you have extremely sensitive skin, I would kind of stay away unless you want to give it a try. I don't have sensitive skin. I never really break out or get rashes from anything really, so this just works perfectly fine for me. So another MAC foundation that I just picked up recently is the brand new, they came out with the new Pro Longwear Nourishing Waterproof Foundation. I love it. Like, I'm such a MAC foundation junkie. Like, I guess because I love the Studio Fix Fluid, when I saw that they came out with a new one, I was like, okay, like, I need it, duh. So I got this in the shade NC35, which is my shade, and it matches me perfectly, thank God, because I had to choose it online. Because this is new, both in the makeup world and on my channel, I do want to just kind of talk a little bit more about this one. I love it so much because it is a medium to full buildable coverage foundation, but it just gives you this most beautiful luminized satin glow, a little different than the Giorgio Armani type of glow. It gives you a little slightly more of like a wet dewy look, slightly, and it's so beautiful. Like, I feel like this is going to be my summer foundation. I'm probably going to bring this on vacation with me. And the fact that it's waterproof, I found that it lasted so long on me. I haven't tested the whole waterproof theory yet just because I haven't had the opportunity to. Like, I didn't really wear it when I was going through a lot of water or anything like that. But I will test that out, and I don't know, I really like it. The fact that it's waterproof is just perfect for vacation and summer as well. So I love this one. I feel like a lot of you guys should really check it out. I feel like it'd be awesome for oily skin, dry skin, combo, anything. I really like this one. The next one I want to talk about is one that I've been getting a ton of questions on. Ever since I mentioned this in one of my makeup tutorials and I used it, I've been getting so many questions about this from you guys. Sometimes when I talk and I edit my videos back and I'm like, girl, like, you can't talk. Anyways, the Cover FX Custom Cover Drops. I love this. You're kind of supposed to just use this as a drop foundation, whereas you're supposed to mix it with moisturizers, primers, blah, blah, blah. Makeup has no rules though, girls. You can do what you want with this bad boy. Some of you guys were saying, you're not supposed to do that. Don't do that. Listen, guys, if it's not harmful to you, you can do anything that you want. You can wear it on its own. You're not going to die. And that's what I do most of the time. I wear it on its own, and it works perfectly fine for me. But just know it's not recommended to. They do recommend you to wear it with something else, but I personally love it. It's just that perfect foundation to put on when you want to look flawless, but you're in a rush and you don't really have too much time. Because I feel like the little amount of this really gives you a full coverage face, and because it's so silky and just serum-like and droppy, it blends out very quickly. So you can be in a rush but want that full coverage and just like blend it out very quickly. It doesn't give you a matte finish. I would say it gives you a soft satin finish. But it's really, really, really nice. And this you get 15 milliliters, but a little goes a long way. So the next one that I want to talk about is something I've been getting a lot of questions on. I did say that I might have done a review on it, but I decided not to do a review on it just because I'm not crazy about this foundation. I like it. I think the reason why I didn't want to do a review and I'm not like over the moon about it is because I don't like the shade that I have. I have the shade Punjab, and I just find that it is so yellow. Like, it literally looks like a banana, and I personally like neutral warm shades, and this is just straight up warm golden, extremely yellow. So I think that's what throws me off, but this foundation is really pretty. If you have dry skin, I do not recommend this to you because it will settle into dry patches, and it won't work for you. You gotta wear this if you have normal to oily skin. It's very serum-like, comparable to the Cover FX Custom Cover Drops. The difference is that this one is the same full coverage, but I just feel like this one doesn't work for dry skin, whereas the Cover FX one would work for dry skin as well. I don't know, this one is really pretty. It does give you a very luminous, nice finish, but the shade is not, like, I'm not crazy about it, and I don't think any of the other shades would work for me either, because I've checked them out as well. So I don't know if this foundation is for me. I might just be taking it back to Sephora. It lasts really long if you set it and if you're not sweating. Like, when I wore this to the gym, it literally sweat off and I had like patches everywhere, and it just was not good. But I don't know, I'm iffy about this one. So the next one that I want to talk about is the infamous, most famous Kat Von D Lock It Tattoo Foundation. And I say that because you guys know that this has been like my ride or die homie for the past, like, just for so long. Ever since I did a first impression on this foundation, I loved it so much. I still do love it, but I just have two other foundations that I'll show you last that are just my holy grail favorite foundations that have kind of replaced this, but this is awesome. Like, if you have extremely oily skin, acne, need full coverage, or you like full coverage, whatever, this is it. Like, it is so full coverage, lasts so long, and it is just awesome. The only thing is this does not feel lightweight. It is slightly heavy. Like, personally for me, I don't mind a little bit of a heavy foundation, so in my opinion, it's not heavy. But I say that it's slightly heavy because I know that to other people, they will find this heavy. You know what I mean? This has a very moussey, thick texture, but I think it makes you look flawless. Like, this is beautiful. I have it in the shade Medium 54 and also Light 49. Light 49 is more when I'm like a 25, 30 in MAC, and a medium 54 is more when I'm 35 in MAC, like what I'm wearing right now. So I love these two, and I love the fact that they have a pump and the packaging is super cute and everything. The next one I want to talk about is the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. This has been just my holy grail, most beautiful foundation ever. I love it. I just finished doing a review on it. If you guys want to check any reviews, actually I have some reviews on some of these foundations that I will link down below, but I just finished a review on this one and I just love it. It's not full coverage, so it's definitely the foundation that I wear when I just want a very lightweight look. It's kind of, I would say, maybe medium, like heavy light, medium, like not too light, but like, let's just say a little bit under medium coverage, like light to medium. I could have just said light to medium in the first place. Seriously, Amy, it's not that complicated. But it's really pretty. It gives you a soft satin kind of luminous finish, and I don't find it's too luminous, which is nice, but sometimes I do wish it was a little bit more luminous. But it's beautiful. It truly looks like amazing on the skin. I feel like if you have already really nice skin, like there's people out there who have flawless, beautiful, matching one-tone skin, but just want a little bit of foundation, this is your, like, this would be beautiful on you. Like if you look at Desi here on YouTube, she has beautiful skin, and when she puts this on, it just works with it because you already have beautiful skin. This is just that light medium coverage, very luminous foundation to put on top, and it just looks beautiful, honestly. So if you don't need to cover up too much with this, I feel like this is going to be your best bet. Although it is very pricey, I think it's really worth it. But I have mine in the shade 5.5, which does match me perfectly. It's like the best shade match in the entire world. The next foundation that I want to mention is the Becca Ultimate Coverage Complexion Cream. This is, I am in between this and the next foundation I mentioned being like my #1 favorite foundation. It's just beautiful. It's very similar to the Kat Von D. I feel like the only difference between this one and the Kat Von D is that this one is slightly not as moussey, and I kind of like it better. I don't know, it's just so beautiful. I have a review on it, and it's just so full coverage, lasts so long, looks flawless, like porcelain doll, holy crap, you look amazing, like beautiful skin type of foundation, and it's so nice and matte, and I just love this. Like, I'm dying over this foundation. I have it in the shade Noisette, which is really pretty. Like, I wouldn't say it's neutral warm, I would just say it's straight up neutral. And then Cashmere, which is more of my really pale shade. This doesn't even match me when this is more of like a 20 in MAC, and I don't know, I just really love those two, and they come with a pump. Now, the last foundation I want to talk about is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. This one and the Becca Ultimate Coverage Complexion Cream are my holy grail favorite foundations. I have a tough time choosing between the two just because I feel so bad. I mean, how can I honestly say that one is my favorite, like more better than the other one, when I love them both? Like, I just can't do that. So they're both my favorite, but this one is really nice when I don't want as much of a moussey, heavier feel, just because this one is liquid. So it's very similar to the MAC, whereas it's more liquidy, but it still gives you a beautiful matte finish. It's not heavy matte. Like the Becca one is more matte, whereas this one's more like a soft matte, I find. And it's just beautiful. It's that foundation you go to when you're going to a party. You want it to last all day. This stuff lasts all day. This one and the Becca one, if I go to the gym and I'm wearing this at 10 a.m. when I'm filming for you guys, and I go to the gym tonight, it's not coming off. Like, of course I'll be sweaty, but my foundation is still intact. They last so long, and I just love this so much. It's such a beautiful full coverage foundation. Some people do find this one slightly heavy and cakey. I personally don't find that at all. My sister is one who does not like cakey foundations, and she wears this and likes it. So I don't find it's that cakey and heavy in my personal opinion, but I don't know why I have like a country accent. Damn. I have mine in the shade Tawny, which is the most amazing, best shade match for me. This one and the 5.75 is amazing. And then I also have it in 2 and 1 Desert Beige when I'm a little bit more pale. So that is pretty much it for this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Like I said, I just went on a whim and decided that I would try this video out and see if you guys like it. If you do like it and you want me to talk about my drugstore foundations, then thumbs up this video, and I definitely will review all of my drugstore foundations in one video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll of course see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Mwah. Hey guys, so for